welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 Sith Lords. Today, for this episode, we are just continuing straight on from where we left off. Oh shit! I'm ready to level up again, I think. No, Fury isn't doing much. Critical strike does it. Whew, that was hard, actually. But we've upgraded. Okay, let's level up. Skills. Okay, we can get repair up. Okay, feats. This is what we got last time. No, that's not what we got. We had something. I can't remember. Power attack. Toughness. Sense. Dueling. One-handed weapons gain +1 to attack and +1 to defense due to efficiently in combat. This applies to both ranged and melee weapons. It also applies when using armor combat. That might be. Dual strike. Teamwork when attacking an enemy and that other is there +2. Finesse with melee weapons. Mastered using grace and speed instead of raw power. This character can add their dexterity strength points to their chance to hit, whichever is higher. Get dueling. Well, I mean, do I want to dual wield? Yes. Force powers. Okay, first of all, Jedi is temporarily granted a +2 bonus to defense. Okay, that's good. Attacks. Energy burning first 6 points of damage. Force absorbing first 4 points. Character. Okay, so the red are locked. Those Jedi were gonna non-droid fallen. Alloy. This brings a single closest ally back to consciousness with +10%. Ooh, that might come in handy. Enables persuasive use of force, which Jedi has power. Extra options will appear in combos, such as not guaranteed for extreme commands, or if the target is strong-willed. Wound, dark side power. Stun droid, light side power. Wounds, slow, fear, shock, force push. Targeted by power is pushed back 5 meters, thrown into the... Throw lightsaber. blaster to attack by throwing a light signal. Throwing force. A single opponent. Dark side power. Or scream. Mind trick. Non-droid target to make it easier to sneak by them. Oh, that's cool. So, I just got shut down, so this basically allows me to say, hey, your blaster doesn't work anymore. So I want this, and force push. So let's try force push.
You're getting close to something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on. Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this. Sure, if you have a stealth field.
I don't want to sneak by him. So, mining shield, I guess? Try force push. Let's try flurry. This must be the droid controller. Chemicals, 69 credits, I'll take it. Okay, central controller. Call droid command functions. Add other droid to droid mining protocols. Cancel all droid mining functions on organics. Reassign droid to mining sealed doors. Oh, I don't have enough spikes. I swear, if that's... I don't know why this thing doesn't... Well, I mean, I know why. It's an old game. Okay. Shut down containment fields. I don't know why I did that. Playback initiated.
Everybody here?
What's up, Kurta? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter? One of the miners said they served with him on Malachor 5.
Malachor 5? So he's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So what?
Not a survivor, idiot. He's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
If he's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have him walking around here. I don't know what he'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed one. But it gets better. I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still live.
What? You want to sell the Jedi to the Exchange? Corda, have you been chewing spice?
Look, you know how big that bounty is? That Jedi's our ticket off this rock.
Corda, there's no way the officers will go for that. They'll lock us up for sure.
Then we'll improvise.
Huh. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. I doubt sonic grenades would have any effect on him. Attack! That single hit kill though. Try this force complete. Okay, medikit. I better make sure that door, high security door. definitely something we got there. Yep. Of course. Shield components, heavy mining laser, basic ironite edge. Interesting. Did I come from this way? Where am I? I'm here. Okay. Sonic grenade components. I need to go this way.
Yeah, picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there? The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels. I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick.
Okay. So this is a healing droid. I can't. Pass him up. Uh-oh.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous master, you are the only organic which I may now serve. Answer. The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination. Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation. Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship. Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master. Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the Cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes.
Pirates.
It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master. Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure. Explanation. I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty. Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress. Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer. Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi. Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty. Indignant exclamation. Master, I am only a protocol droid, but it is part of my function to know such information and relay it to any interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles. Quick clarification. Apparently my vocabulator has suffered some damage, Master. I meant terminating any potential hostilities. Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this. 3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly. Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation
So you killed him.
systems. You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level. Answer: I do not know, Master. Ironically enough, any miner that fled to the dormitory level to protect themselves from the droids and the explosions would find themselves in a gas-filled death trap. It is unlikely any miners remain alive. As I said, the dormitory has been cut off from the rest of the facility, as has the hangar bay. There is no escape.
I want to be a Sith so bad, but doing the wrong thing feels so wrong.
Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, especially if any other accidents had occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comlink would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments in fear and terror. Rapid retraction. Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate, Master. It would be unfortunate if they had been slaughtered, but there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives. Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
Why don't you? I'm going Sith.
Warning, Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation. Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock... Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid... Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the air... Musing. In the last days of his life, the conjecture. Condescending placating answer. Oh, of course, Master. I shall
I'm so mean. Okay.
Answer. Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us. Of course. Hesitant answer. A T3 utility droid. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not... This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted... But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? Answer. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit is...
This guy's an ass.
Of course. Proud answer. I am an HK series protocol droid master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This model has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication, and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
Yeah, you're freaking annoying.
Clarification. Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones, or if possible, their entire planet, can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations. Irritated explanation. That question has been looping through my query module with alarming frequency, Master, and no satisfactory answer has been forthcoming. As a result, I have chosen instead to turn my efforts to answering the question as to how I may depart this drifting disaster area as quickly as possible. Answer. It is only a matter of time before a ship or freighter docks with the Paragus facility. When that occurs, we shall depart this place forever. Condescending retraction. I believe you will do your best. Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock. Recitation? Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess.
Believed to possess?
There is nothing that can be done. Irritated objection. Master, there is nothing wrong with my communications functionality. I will prove it. A recitation.
Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5.
There. Was that sufficient, Master? Alarmed objection. Oh, Master, no. I might inadvertently speak such a command near a I was merely speaking, son. Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself? Condescending explanation. Musing. Conjecture. Explanation. Content. Answer. Of course.
Okay.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you
I think it wants me to craft a recorder. Sonic input. I finished work on the Sonic input.
Recitation? Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Objection. Irritated objection. Master, there is nothing wrong with my communications functionality. I will prove it. A recitation.
Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5.
There. Was that sufficient, Master? Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
Okay, let's see if we can't make those changes to the Viper blade. Okay, upgrade items. Oh, never mind, it won't let me.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you in...
Wait, so I have the...
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master.
Sonic, you were able to use playing back the... Now that you should be easy to open the airlock. Okay. What do I use it on? Oh shit.
It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master. Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact.
Sure it is. Sure. Let's try the Mind
Master.
Laser. What are those? Alright, well, my name is Jordan's Pride. Thanks for watching. I'm going to end the episode here.